Aloha kakahiaka. While we're waiting for people to get in and get settled, now's a great time to grab yourself anything that you need to get comfortable. Maybe it's a hot cup of tea or coffee, a glass of water. Perhaps it's a blankie, or I don't know if we need a sweater today. It feels pretty beautiful out. But whatever you need to get comfy as we ignite the healing within. Good morning, Jamie. Also, now is a great time to grab any items that you need if you would like to smudge with me. And if you don't have those items with you at home, that's okay. I'm going to send some positive energy your way and to all of our relatives out there. Aloha kakahiaka. My name is Malia, and I'm a community healer at the HIR Wellness Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the mental health and wellness of our relatives of Turtle Island, as well as other Indigenous and underserved communities, and also victims of crime. You can join me here every Monday through Friday until June 1st from 8 a.m., also at 2:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. We will always breathe, we will always stretch, and we will always honor our ancestral traditions, our strength, and our resilience. So mahalo for joining me this morning. Today is Memorial Day. I want to take some time this morning to reflect and honor that. And I hope that you're doing okay out there, relatives. I also want to take a moment today to honor those who've gone too soon, those that we love, our family members who are here now that we're so fortunate to have, our friends and our loved ones. So let's take a moment for that today too. I would like to take a moment also to recognize our HIR Wellness team who is here with me this morning as we do take those moments of honor and remembrance. Our Community Engagement and Indigenous Affairs Director, Jamie Kellycutt. When you see the HIR Wellness Institute commenting, that is also Jamie moderating for us. And Jamie, I did want to say yesterday your program was absolutely beautiful. Thank you for bringing the healing that you brought and for giving us moments to have quiet times to reflect on what we have and reflect on those who have passed. It was absolutely beautiful to look at the forest, listen to the birds, and hear your words. So thank you so much for your wisdom and healing. I also wanted to take a moment to say that our founder and CEO, Leah Denny, is here. Leah is just amazingly passionate about caring for all of our relatives, for all of us. And if it wasn't for Leah, I don't know if I would have been able to honor my twin sister who I lost. Not in the way that I know how now. So let's take some moments together to breathe. I'm going to put my feet flat on the floor, and I'm going to put my hands gently in my lap. I'm going to breathe through my nose. I'm going to inhale for a count of 4, and I'm going to exhale through my mouth for a count of 6. I'm also going to close my eyes, but that's optional for you. You can do whatever makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel safe. All right, guys, here we go. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth for 6. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale. Thank you for breathing with me, relatives. Really does help me to feel relaxed, and I hope it's helping to slow down your heart rate and also just to calm your mind. I'm rolling my shoulders now as I continue to deep breathe, bringing those arms out to the side. Deep stretch. And I'm going to bring my arm gently across as I roll out my wrists. I'm stretching my shoulder here. Deep inhale. Other side. This stretch feels so good. I was out in the garden all day yesterday. It feels so good to stretch those muscles because they were working hard. Bringing that arm straight out in front, gently pushing down on the fingertips, stretching the forearm here. And if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can go ahead and just modify by holding your hands here and rolling your wrists. Other side, deep inhale and exhale. We're going to clasp our fingers as we continue to deep breathe, pushing the palms out, reaching up towards the ceiling, and gently bending from side to side. We're going to go ahead, bend that elbow, pushing down with the opposite hand. I'm stretching my triceps here. And again, this feels really good from a day of hard work in the garden yesterday. All right, let's go ahead and finish with the next stretch, looking from side to center, and double tapping, ear to the shoulder. And we're going to roll our chin from shoulder to shoulder, keeping it in the front. And bringing our chin down and up for a final stretch. It feels so good right in here. And one last time. How are you doing today, relatives? Thank you for allowing me to give some tears. I guess that's how I'm honoring those who we've lost this morning. Those who've passed too soon. Good morning, Forest. So thank you for allowing me that release. Self-care can look like a lot of things. Sometimes it looks like a visit to the doctor. Sometimes it looks like talking to a counselor. And other times it looks like honoring our ancestors, taking moments to remember, and allowing ourselves to release what we need to. So thank you for that. That felt good. Yeah. So today I am going to do my morning ritual, and I hope that you're able today to do things for self-care for you too. Perhaps you are going to be spending time with family. Maybe you'll be at home in the garden. Maybe you're going to work today. But whatever your day brings, I hope that you're allowed some moments to breathe, to stretch, and like Leah says, to release what no longer serves us. Today, in this day of remembrance, I am going to do my usual routines of self-care. So I have my hot water ready, and I'm going to do some lemon water too. I think it's very important to remember, especially when we're going through times like this where it may be difficult, to do small things throughout the day to give us comfort and peace. So if you're doing any of those things today or this morning, please do feel free to share. And also, I want you to know that this is a safe place for you to comment, to ask questions. You can share your own insight. You never know who's watching. And sometimes some of the things that you say, it might be just what somebody else needs to hear. You do have to like and follow the page, and we do that just to keep us safe from spam and other weird technological things that can happen here. So I also wanted you to know that during these videos, if you want to say the names of anybody, whether it be someone that you have lost and you love and you miss, or somebody here still here with us, you can say their names and we can honor them. There's a couple names that I want to say today. And I'm going to go ahead while I just do my morning routine, and I'm going to talk about them. Today in memorial, I want to honor my twin sister, Malia Chow. She passed in 2004. She was a murdered and missing Indigenous woman. And part of my healing and part of my wellness is being able to say her name. I'm doing my lemon water here because I still want to take care. I still want to do some positive things while I remember. Miley gave me so much strength, with her and without her. I know she's still here. She's still here in spirit. So today is the day for Miley, for me. Jamie says, my grandmother, Joan Miller. Aw, Jamie. Teresa says, my mama, Tilka. I hope I said that right, Teresa. My apologies if I did not. Jamie says, my best friend, Heather Bartashevik. And I apologize, relatives, if I'm saying their names wrong. But they're there with us. Waynette, my little sister Lakota Renville, who was murdered in 2005. Waynette. I'm going to turn the music down. I feel like right now is a good time to hear the birds, listen to the breeze outside. I also wanted to say the name of one of our relatives who was, her life tragically ended a week ago, and her family wants us to share her name, and she wants everyone to remember her. And her name is Cozy. And for Cozy and Lakota and for Miley and for all of those that we've lost, today we remember good memories. Today we honor. And I'm going to smudge again. Honoring those who've crossed over to the other side. Remember, you can always say their names. You can share a memory, and I'll be happy to read it. But sending peace and healing to all the families out there. For Miley and Lakota and Cozy, here's a stone that we did at the Red Sands Project. And this was an event that Leah created for our healing. And this event happens every year. You are not what was done to you. Waynette also would like to honor Allison Richardson. And I would like to honor my brother, or my Uncle Bill, who was my mom's oldest brother. He was a military man. Beautiful, handsome, loving man. I never met him. He passed just before I was born. It was tragic. But I feel like when I look at pictures of him, I imagine who he was and the things that he might say. And I know that he's one of our guardians now. So, with my lemon water, cheers to all of those. A toast to all of those who've passed and who are now here with us in spirit, in our blood, in our hearts. So, what are you doing today, relatives, to honor? Perhaps you have a day outside. Maybe you'll be in the garden. maybe spending time with loved ones. Go ahead and feel free to share anything that you'll be doing today to honor, or again, you can always share the names of our loved ones and of our relatives. Jamie Kellicut says, our friend and bandmate Ben Kostish, U.S. Army. My mom is still here, but Sandra Chow, U.S. Air Force. And my dad, Ron Chow, who left us too soon in 2007, Native Hawaiian, U.S. Army. Leah says, no, Leah's our founder. Just an amazing, amazing soul. Just giving guidance to healing is just one piece of what Leah does in a day. Leah, I don't know how you do what you do in a day, but I believe that a lot of it has to do not only with your passion to care for your relatives and heal, but also through the guidance of your ancestors. I feel that they speak through you and to you. And so thank you. Leah says, to all our fallen sisters, we will always love you. Your voices will forever live through your loved ones in spaces like this that honor your story. Your legacy is greater than what happened to you. Waynette says, I never met her, but her family reached out to me. She was murdered by her boyfriend last year, October 17th, 2019. Aloha, Janelle. So good to see you. Waynette says, my mother-in-law gave me some things to plant, so that's what I'm doing today. That is so beautiful, Waynette. That is so beautiful. And thank you for sharing. Remember, relatives, when you miss your loved ones, when you honor your loved ones, there's things that we can do. You can garden. You can take some deep breaths. We can lay tobacco. We can smudge. And feel free to share any of those things that you're going to do today, and also the names of anybody, whether that be in memorial of those who served, or in memorial of those that we have lost. Leah says, my ohana who are no longer with us, my grandfather Felix Olivia, U.S. Navy, my grandmother Pierre Braun, U.S. Marines, my uncle Michael Braun, U.S. Army. Mahalo for sharing, Leah. I know many of our relatives of Turtle Island. So many of our family members, or even you out there perhaps have served. So aloha nui to you all. Aloha, Wendy. So today is a little bit different. We're taking a moment to just be together, to be still, to reflect. No music right now. I'm just listening to the birds. And we can be together and be still for love in honor of those, our relatives, who are now here with us in spirit. Before we go, I want to try to sing a song that I haven't heard in a long time. And but it just feels right to sing it. And this is a dedication to all of our relatives out there who've lost someone, to give you a sense of peace. Waynette says, my sister-in-law Candace, she passed in October. She served in the Army. She was the best big sister. Thank you for sharing, Waynette. Thank you for sharing Candace's name. Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet thy sound, that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Loko mai kai he nani no ho'ola mai ia waheva ia Aloha no Uapo ae Uala. That will forever remind me of my dad. For those of our relatives out there, maybe you're not feeling okay today. If you're feeling anxious or worried, or you just feel like your mind is in a place where you need to talk to someone, please do reach out to somebody that you trust, whether that be a family member or a friend. And you can also call our CARES warm line. Our CARES warm line is open every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And you can call or you can text, and you'll be connected to one of our CARES counselors. They will return your call within 24 hours. Our CARES warm line and our counselors, it's a safe place for you where our counselors will listen to you, hold space for you with honor and respect. They can also connect you to resources that may be helpful for you. Our founder and CEO, Leah Denny, termed and developed what we call community activated medicine. That means the people are the medicine. And that's why we're right here, right now, together, to be able to share in remembrance and reflect in honor. It also means not only that the people are the medicine, but you and me as individuals have it in our hearts, in our own spirits, for our own healing. Sometimes self-care looks like talking to a counselor, Sometimes healing looks like speaking the names of those who've passed to the other side and being able to say their names with love and with honor. Our occupational therapist, Claudia Meyer-Smith, is here as well. Good to see you, Claudia. I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day of peace, reflection, remembrance. Jamie says, I have my window open and I can hear the birds singing. It is beautiful. Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you, everybody. You're welcome, Forrest. Please do share before we go. If there are ways that you are going to honor, if there are ways that you are going to reflect, you are welcome to share here on this video thread. The way that I'm honoring today and the way I'm reflecting is with you. And I'll be here again at 2:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. And when I'm not here with you, relatives, I will be out in my garden. Today, according to my ancestral teaching, is the day of today is Kulua. So that is a lunar phase that we're in for my Hawaiian tradition, and the moon today is an excellent day for planting and fishing. So that's how I'm going to connect to spirit. That's how I'm going to connect to my ancestors. My lilacs are in full bloom. I can't wait to get outside. Claudia says, I went for a walk and planted some plants, staying close to the Creator. Well, hello, Claudia, for sharing. Before I go, I want to ask all our relatives out there if we can take a moment of silence and do some deep breathing for all of our loved ones that we honor in memorial today. And also for Cozy, our Ho-Chunk relative, and all her family. Let's take 3 deep breaths and send out all our love to all of our relatives, sending positive energy everywhere to all who need our love and support, to all our relatives and all our ancestors. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. All of us at the HIR Wellness Institute are sending out prayers for healing to you, to your family, to your loved ones here and past. Mahalo nui loa for joining me this morning. Thank you very much. Malama ponui kokino. Take good care of your body. Aloha nui. Lots of big love to you. And before we go, please do take a moment to click on our community survey link. It's completely anonymous, and it asks just a few questions to help us understand better how to serve you, our relatives. I hope that you have a meaningful, healing, and beautiful day of honor and remembrance. Ahui ho'akuno. See you at 2:30. Aloha.